We talk about starting pitching all the time, the importance of it, and today Kyle was on. I thought today, more so than a lot of his starts, and he's had some good ones. But the ball was down. I mean, we talk about his action on his pitches when his pitches are down. That's what I saw today. I mean, I saw breaking balls down. I saw fastballs down. When he did elevate, he got it in the right spot. No, I thought it was well thrown to his style, which was great, which is what we talk about, and a lot of balls on the ground, through strikes, a lot of strike ones, a lot of pitching aggressive. He was the aggressor, and when you're hitting your spots with action down, you're going to have success.
He didn't walk anybody today, first time this year.
Right.
Is that the way it needs to be going forward?
Well, you hope so. We talk about that all the time with all our guys, not just Kyle, but especially against good clubs. You don't want to give them free passes, and Kyle, showed pretty good control in the minor leagues. His walks innings pitched in the minors were solid. Here in the big leagues so far in a short period of time, the walks were a little bit high, but today was a good sign. No walks. Loved it.
But how important is a veteran catcher like Ryan Hannigan to young pitchers like Kyle?
Hannigan's done a nice job with everybody. Ed, the first game that Hannigan caught when he became a Rocky was with Freeland in San Diego, if you remember, and they had a really good game. So we feel good about Hannigan with anybody. I think there is something to the rookie and the veteran. That's a good combo. So, and it worked today. I thought Ryan did a great job. The pregame meeting was solid, and they executed what they wanted to do today against the Indians.
But during the third and fourth inning, Arenado and Blackman combined for a great defensive play and drive in 4
Right.
runs.
Yeah. Well, those guys, yeah. I mean, those guys today were the guys. Both, Charlie with that play to, snuff out a potential rally, and Nolan with the 2 RBI double. Charlie with the 2 RBI double. We had other chances throughout the game. We loaded the bases a couple different times, and we're really one out, one big hit from, really expanding the lead. Didn't happen. They made some pitches. We added on a little bit late, but we put pressure on them, all game long. They made multiple pitching changes to try to thwart us, but our guys kept coming at them, and we pitched well. Russin did a nice job when they mounted that little threat there in the 7th. He got Encarnacion on a nice changeup, so that was huge. One swing of the bat there, they're back in the game. But it was well pitched by Kyle, Chris, Jake, and Chad.
But having 3 of the best 4 records in the NL in your division, can that be good for focus in June, or would you prefer to have a 12-game lead like Washington?
You never know what's going to happen during the season. I think what we have going on right now is just fine. We're playing our game. We don't care about what's going on with the other teams in our league. We just got to take care of what we do, not think about what ifs or what would you rather. We're fine where we are. We'll just keep doing what we're doing.
What was going through your mind? What was going through your mind when Cargo hit that ball to the third deck?
Stay fair. Stay fair, please. No, that's just it. Stay fair, because that was one of the longest ones I've ever seen. I don't know if you guys have been around here longer than me, but that ball was crushed, and that got up in there just a little bit right of that tavern sign up there. When you see a tavern sign, that usually means it's long ways.
Any thoughts about signing the guy who snagged it?
I did not see that. I did not see the guy who snagged it. Have a good catch?
Yeah.
Really? I'm going to have to go watch that on replay. I'm going to have Brian Jones get me hooked up on that one, Patrick.
Hey, one more question about the play with Charlie and
Yeah.
Nolan. We were talking about it beforehand. Nolan had the wherewithal not only make the catch, but to get the guy at the feet as he's sliding behind
Right.
him. I mean, what goes into that kind of skill? Is that just instinct? I mean,
Well, I think there's a couple things. On Charlie's end, Charlie knew that he could, he could get that ball, all the way in the air without the aid of a cutoff man. It was either, there was no advancement by back runners where, you're instructed to throw the ball low to hit the cutoff man. But in that play, Charlie knew instinctively that, he could air it out all the way in the air and try to get it on line to third as best he can. And I think with Nolan, he's watching the flight of the ball, and he's seeing the base runner, and he knew that he had to come up for any chance to make the play, come up, get it a little shorter of the bag, and try to, get the sliding runner. So I think instincts on both parts. Charlie with, a lot of air underneath the ball and getting it all the way there, and Nolan, tracking the ball, knowing where the runner was, and the best chance to get an out.
Well, you guys are 5-1 this year against against the teams that were in the World Series last year, and you're about to play both of them. What's the level of confidence at right now?
Well, we're playing well. We feel good about how we're playing. I think that's the thing that, stands out for me, that the guys are coming to the park every day fresh and ready to play with intensity and focus, no matter who we're playing. You can't ride that emotion of who we're playing, who we're not playing, all that stuff. You got to keep it the same high pitch, and we're doing that no matter who we're playing, and that's a good sign.
Probably not a surprise with Nolan, but he shrugs off a forgettable game last night at the plate, less than 12 hours
Right.
later. Gets right back in, has 3
Right.
hits and delivers.
Well, I think that's a sign of a good player, Jack, whether, it's a pitcher or a position player to turn the page. And, when you're an everyday player and you play all the time, you have to have that ability to, not let a certain type of game carry over. And, he's shown to me that he's able to do that. And I think he's, probably shown that to himself, through his career, as a professional player. And that's critical because as emotional as he is and intense and, the high, care factor, you can get down on yourself a little bit if you have a bad one. But, he turns the page very well.